Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tonight we are back for more Solo Crisis League. This is for Season 6, Round 2, and this is actually my second attempt at my first attempt. I made a big mistake in my first one. Not only did I make a mistake, but I also had a technical error when my camera stopped working, so we're just going to do it again. Because I run through the entire game, and I broke one really big rule the entire game. I'm just going to adjust this camera a second. There we go, that's a bit better. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I made a big mistake, and that is one of the stipulations of Season 6, Round 2, is that you have to leave the stack ongoing ability of the starting villain out for the rest of the game. It doesn't go away once you beat the villain. It stays out. And I forgot to do that, so I have to redo the whole game. Now, we are playing two-handed. The two character choices I had were Martian Manhunter, or, where are you? There it is. Red Tornado. They're both great characters. Red Tornado has the ability to get +2 power if I have 4 or more different card types in my discard pile, which obviously would happen pretty often, and leads to having a pretty diverse deck, so that's also a good goal to have. Martian Manhunter, on the other hand, has the ability to get +3 power under 2 conditions. You can get it if you play 2 heroes, or you can get it when you get 2 villains. And I should say, and you can get it when you play 2 villains. So, if your hand consists of 2 heroes and 2 villains, that's +6 power on top of the effects of those cards. So that is a very strong character that we're hoping to use throughout the game. I do not want to lose that one to Heroic Sacrifice if I can avoid it. Now, we do have Booster Gold as our other character, our player 1 here. His ability is, when another player is attacked, you may discard a defense card from your hand or in play. If you do, that player avoids the attack. So we can use that to defend Martian Manhunter. It's like the Crisis Green Lantern ability we had last game. Now, those two together, I think we're going to be pretty good. We're going to see how it goes depending on which card we gain with Heroic Sacrifice, which one we lose, what kind of decks we build along the way. Definitely want to get White Lantern Power Ring and Black Lantern Power Ring for Martian Manhunter. Those two together are going to fuel his ability pretty heavily. Get a bunch of, what are they called? The Manhunter cards, as well as rings and Kyle Rayner. That alone should be enough to make things happen. In fact, in the last game it did. I just forgot that one element. So, Booster Gold we're going to try and fill up with defense cards, and that's pretty much the strategy going in. So that's what we're going to do. And let's make it happen. So our lineup here. Skull of Batman is destroyed because of a mortal villain. Then it's Raven. Orange Lantern Power Ring. That's good to see nice and early. Teleportation destroyed. Hero of the Future. Katana, good for Booster Gold here. And the Atom, good for all of them really. The Atom's going to be great at getting cards from that destroyed pile. Getting villains especially for Martian Manhunter. So our first hand for Booster Gold is 3 power, and we're going to get the real obvious Katana. Katana's going to be a defense card for him, and it's definitely going to make his ability more worthwhile if he can defend at any given time. If we fill his deck with defense cards, we're going to be much better off. We got now Brother Blood. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4 power. Definitely want to go ahead and get the Atom, but as well, I'm going to get the Raven. Raven itself, sorry. With that, that's 2 heroes from Martian Manhunter's ability, so that's great. And they're just both good cards. We can use the Atom to get more heroes and villains for our ability, and we can use the Raven to get card draw, so no complaints there. Not from me. New card comes out. Legion Flight Ring. Doesn't really have a home right now in either of our decks, but it might. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 power. Definitely want Hero of the Future. 1, it's a Booster Gold card, but 2, we've already got 1 defense card, so if we can get that in the same hand, that's a 4 power card pretty early in the game. Alright, new card comes out. Atlantis. That's a alright ability. It could be helpful. Either one of them could really use it, so it's not going to hurt to find out who gets it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3 power. We're going to go ahead and get a kick. Oh, you know what? Atlantis should be destroyed because of a mortal villain. So instead of that, it'd be Hawkgirl. So instead of that kick, I'll buy Hawkgirl. Again, Another hero. That's 3 heroes now from Martian Manhunter. We should be able to use his ability very soon. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's in these next 2 hands we get 2 heroes. Alright, new card comes out. Crimson Whirlwind, not destroyed. Good, good, good. Alright, Katana. That's 1, 2, and 3 power, which we'll use to get a kick. New card comes out. There's another power ring. Good, good, good. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to get Blue Lantern Power Ring. We're already getting to a place where we have a lot of heroes, so being able to stack that ability is going to be very helpful. 1 up. Kyle Rayner is destroyed. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still haven't had a card with an attack leave the lineup, right? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're going to get Black Lantern Aquaman out of here. Each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. Put 2 punches down here. And same over here if we can. Yep, 2 punches. Go into the bottom. I think we have to shuffle that up. Yep, new card comes out. Daughter of Gotham City. Could go for anyone, preferably Martian Manhunter because of that hero ability. So again, we're playing two-handed here, which I don't normally play. I do enjoy Crisis game with multiplayer, and that's how I normally play this type of setup. But I don't normally play two-handed. I normally just play the solo Crisis rules. Doing my best to make it work, so if I get distracted or I seem like I don't know exactly what would happen, I have to look something up. That's probably why. Just really throwing off my presentation style trying to do this. So I apologize if it gets distracting. 1, 2, 3, and then count those heroes. 4. That's it. Just 4. Let's get Daughter of Gotham City. New card comes out. Oh man, another attack. Getting some expensive attacks out there, which isn't great to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get Crimson Whirlwind. I don't know what to use it for just yet, but we'll probably end up with like a Starbolt or something, and that'll definitely be a good thing. Shuffling up. Alright, what do we want here? I definitely want to get the Orange Lantern Power Ring. Because we want the Black and White Lantern Power Ring, I mean, it's almost certain that we're going to go for the whole Lantern Ring set, so we can use Kyle Rayner with Martian Manhunter. So we are looking at that Orange Lantern Power Ring if we can afford it. Not this turn. Nope, nope. Alright, 3 power. We'll get a kick, just to, up that power coming up. That's all we can do this turn. New card comes out. Force Field. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll use that to get ourselves Force Field, because that goes great with Booster Gold's ability. Another Power Ring, man. Last game, I didn't see any of them. I saw the white and black Power Ring almost halfway through the game, but that is it. Alright, 1 and draw a card. 2, get 2 heroes. Or 2 punches, I mean. And then that's 2 heroes for Martian Manhunter's ability. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any heroes in here? Yes, 11. Okay, with 11, I'm going to get Indigo Power Ring and get rid of Brother Blood. I was thinking I could get rid of Black Lantern Blue Beetle, and I very well could have. I decided not to, just so I'd have the ability to do both. Gain a card and destroy a villain. Doing both is sometimes preferred. I definitely wasn't going to be in a place where I would clear the lineup of villains that turn, so I decided to go the path that would get me the strongest future hand. Alright, how are we doing here? Booster Gold. Oh, gotta shuffle. New card comes out. Another Power Ring. Okay, I swear I shuffled. In fact, it's almost like the reverse of last game, considering I didn't see any of those rings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. draw a card. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and get Star Sapphire. Get our next card ready. They're fleas. Alright, where are we? Could destroy Blue Lantern Power Ring, and then in doing so, get something from the destroyed pile. Is there anything worth getting? No, I'd rather have the Power Ring. Alright, so if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, and I don't think I have any starters. Nope. So, no heroes over here, so it's just that 3 power. Nothing impressive there. We'll go ahead and get another kick. We need to get some more consistent power. We need to get some destruction going. I mean, we have those, another attack card. We have the Atom over here. That's really all we've got going right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put my deck on my discard pile, but I won't bother. With that 5, maybe he should get Green Lantern Powering for that great defense. Yeah, I think we're going to divide that up. We'll give him Green Lantern Powering. He'll be able to defend himself better, and we can have a stronger hand because of it. Black Lantern Powering. What is going on? It's just back to back to back. This is really unusual. Okay. Here's Booster Gold. Let's get our Martian Manhunter ready. 1, let's get 2 punches out of our discard pile here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to get this, and we'll get a kick. That's what we'll do. Alright, new card comes out. 1, 2, 3 triggers this for 4, 5. 6 and 7. We'll use that to get rid of their fleas. Just keep going here. We've got, oh man, another Brother Blood. 1 and draw a card. 2, count the heroes. 3, 4. We'll copy that power. 5, 6, 7, 8 power total. We will use that to get rid of Black Lantern Blue Beetle. Each foe discards a defense card. Each foe discards all defense cards he has in hand and in play. Unfortunately, that means Force Field is discarded, but you know what? All things considered, not that bad. Just got to beat 2 more villains here, and hopefully we can keep it pretty clear up until then. Shuffling it up. Okay, it is Booster Gold's turn. Again, I don't normally play two-handed, but so far it's going pretty good. We've got some good decks being built. I don't have the destruction I need. There's still way too many starters out there floating around, and that's what's hurting me the most. So 2, get an equipment, don't have one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to get rid of Brother Blood and buy ourselves a Legion Flight Ring. Alright, we're getting closer. There we go. That's destruction. That is Dead Man. And hopefully we can get him for Booster Gold here so that we can use him. Keep getting Blue Lantern Power Ring very early, and that's not working for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Parasite, who has an attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards all cards of cost 3 or greater. Each who does may put a punch from his discard pile into his hand. Oh, discards a card of cost 3 or greater. That's this kick, putting a punch into that hand. Martian Manhunter had no hand at the time, so that does not happen there. Alright. Oh, wait, nope, that was his cards. Sorry about that. Okay. 1, 2, 3 power. Have to have a card come out. We'll get another Katana. Again, that's another defense card to fuel Hero of the Future, as well as build up Booster Gold's ability to defend whenever possible. Okay, Martian Manhunter. Let's see what we can get. Anything coming out? Canary Cry. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3 power. Copy that power for 4, 5 power. Buy this. Allows us to destroy 2 cards when we buy them. We'll destroy a punch and a vulnerability. That's out of here. We're still at 5 power. No, sorry, 1 power. 2 and 3. We'll buy 1 kick, but that's all we're going to buy. I think that's going to be the end of the kicks for Martian Manhunter. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was 2 heroes to get us to 8. Minus 4 is 4, 5, 6 power. Sorry, 6 power. We'll buy the other power ring. That's what we want. Stock up on those. Doing so, it's going to get us a lot more power once we get that Kyle Rayner in our hand. Draw a card. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll go ahead and get Gotham City. You know what? No, I'm going to save that for Martian Manhunter because he's got all these power rings now, and that's definitely going to help him. We're going to get Canary Cry for another defense for Booster Gold. New card comes out. I should have tried to beat the last Crisis instead of going for that turn. Definitely a mistake there. Definitely. But we can get a villain from the destroyed pile now. We're going to get something nice and expensive. Something we can use. We're going to get Brother Blood because he costs 6. You know what? We're not going to worry about that just yet. We're going to get their Fleas. And hopefully we can use the Atom on their Fleas to get Kyle Rayner out. Then we'll start worrying about getting those 6 cost cards for that possible demonic summoning. You know how it goes. 2, 3, 4 power. Think we're good. I don't think we really want any of that. I do want a copy of Whirlwind, but I think I'm going to save that one for Booster Gold. And we'll shuffle up. Okay, glad we have that Black Lantern power ring floating around. With that, we're definitely going to give Martian Manhunter's ability going a lot smoother. We're going to have heroes and or villains pretty much any turn, hopefully. That's the goal. That's the dream. All right, new card comes out. Sonic Siren. Okay. Nothing great going on here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is not quite enough. We will go ahead and get a Whirlwind, and we'll get 1 kick. And then we're just going to cut it on the kicks for both of them for a while. We've got enough until we get some destruction needs. Now, I've got the Atom here. I could destroy a kick. Is there anything worth 3 in here worth getting? Get a Black Lantern Aquaman. Get ourselves another villain. Yeah, we'll use the Atom on this kick. Destroying it to get a Black Lantern Aquaman. Draw a card, and then each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. That is 2 punches. Don't want that to happen too many times, but we'll deal with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gotham City, strictly because of all those power rings. That's where the power is really going to come with that particular location. New card comes out. We're really getting villain heavy again. I thought we had that beat. Really did. I can put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. Don't have one, though. Draw a card. So, 2, 3, 4, 5 power is all we're going to get. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this villain. So that's okay. Again, there's still those 2 villains. I see 11 costs worth of villains there before we can even try to get rid of a mortal villain. And that's really going to hurt us if it builds up too long, because we're going to run through the deck just trying to get there. And we're not building great decks yet. We almost want a Crisis that asks us to destroy cards just to make our decks a little bit smaller. Sometimes I do want that. Maybe not this early in the game because it's not often that they accept starter cards, for example. But I would really like to see these get a little bit more usable. And Saint Walker. You may gain a card, may gain up to 5 costs for the cards from the lineup and put them into your hand. I will take Saint Walker into my hand and we will draw a card. I will play Dead Man, getting us to 2 power. 2 heroes gets us to 5 power. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and count the heroes. That's it, just the 10, but that is enough to get rid of this. Each foe discards a random card. You may play any number of cards discarded this way and then return them to the owner's hand. Okay, so a random card from Booster Gold. There is nothing left in the hand of Martian Manhunter. So we lost Katana for Booster Gold this turn. All right, we're getting there. If we can just get past Mr. Zaz here, we'll be doing pretty good. 2, 3, and 4 is enough to get rid of Mr. Zaz. Does he have an attack? Reveal the top card of your deck. If its cost is odd, that player gains a weakness. Is it odd? Nope. And then Martian Manhunter, what do you have? It is odd, so he gains a weakness. All right. Now, hopefully, we can beat this crisis, because there are no villains and still no villains. Perfect. To beat it, we need to get rid of 5, discard plus 5 power worth of cards. What do we got here? 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Perfect. And Martian Manhunter, what do you have? Not that. Nope. All right, well, 1 and get 2 punches into my hand. That's going to help me get there. 2 and draw a card. Let's go ahead and get a villain into my hand. Maybe get Black Lantern Martian Manhunter. No, I don't want that to happen. We want Red Lantern Corps to start destroying a bunch of cards. There we go. So just 2 power so far. Gain an equipment with cost 5 or less from the lineup. Actually, this was supposed to be destroyed and replaced. Now I think about it, because of Immortal Villain. So gain equipment with cost 5 or less from the lineup and put it into your hand. If you choose not to, plus 2 power. So again, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power here. And anything I can do. Just trying to get to the point where I can draw another card if possible. What kind of equipment do I have in my discard pile? Nothing. Okay. Looks like it's not going to happen this turn, because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I need 5. If only this one got me something else. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I can't use that, I think. Yep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then copy that to get the 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You can kind of see how we kind of ramped up to the point that we could have easily beat the villain that turn, but didn't quite get it for a number of reasons, including, we're going to buy that for one, we didn't have the power in our hand. We had a bunch of cards that give us abilities but not power. Anything that you have to make a decision for doesn't actually give you that power unless you make the decision. So you can't spend, for instance, the power you get from Orange Lantern Power Ring, because you have to choose not to get stuff from the lineup. So since you can't choose, you can't use that for your 5 power. So I had a bunch of cards that did stuff like that, keeping me from reaching that goal. So what do we got now, though? We have 2, 3, just 4 over here, so that's not going to cut it. New card here. Soul Taker Sword, that's what we need over here. Go ahead and draw a card. 2, put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of their deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then with this, that'll be 8, 9, which we'll use to get this right here. Okay. Let's see if we can do anything to get up to 5 power here. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have what we need there. So it's not happening this turn either. 2, 3, 4 power. Don't really see what I need out of that. I think we're just going to not buy anything. That's the end of our Manhunter's turn. All right, what do we got here? See, these, they make decisions, so you can't do those. But we have 4 here. Maybe we can pull something off. All right, new card for the turn. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Two, 3, 4, 5 power. We're going to get Helmet of Fate because it's a defense card, and we'll get a Scrimastix. What do we have here, power-wise? 2, 3, 4, 5. We got what we need. Please, no villain. All right. This gets destroyed, though, because of a mortal villain. That gets destroyed because of a mortal villain. That's fine. All right. Let's get a villain from the destroyed pile. I think we're going to start getting those 6-cost ones like Brother Blood and saving them up for potential demonic summoning. So there's that. I can gain an equipment if not 2 power, so that doesn't work. I guess 2. I get, yeah, I'd only get 4 power without making decisions. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I'm not buying either of those. I'm saving both of them. Well, that one for no one, but this one for booster gold. All right, how about now? 2. That's it, just 2 power. Yikes. We might be stuck at this one for a while. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 power. Definitely going to buy this and get ready for our next turn. So booster gold doing okay. Looking forward to that Soul Taker Sword working its way through the deck. Over at Martian Manhunter, we got a similar thing with the Red Lantern Core. Hopefully that does the same thing, just starts clearing out bulk within the deck. I would like it to keep going with these rings. I think we've got 3 of them already. If we can get Kyle Rayner, we're going to be good to go. So, we don't have what we need here, but maybe we could draw it. What do we have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we do have what we need on that hand. With that in mind, you may destroy a card in your hand. If you do, plus 3 power, destroying this weakness then. Gain a card of cost 5, up to 5 cost worth of cards in the lineup and put them into your hand. Definitely this one. And playing it to reveal these 2 cards, draw them if they have different types. Perfect. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll use this to draw a card. Each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from their discard pile into on the bottom of their deck, but there's no discard pile there. All right. And then 2, 3, 4, 5 to discard it there. And 2, 3, 4, 5 discarded there. In doing so, we end a mortal villain. And we can go back to focusing on Vandal Savage. Now right here we have 3. That's it, just 3 power so far. These are discarded. Oh, sorry, but there's 2 villains, so that's actually 6 power. 7, and then count the heroes. 8, 9, 10. That 10 is enough to beat Vandal Savage, and you know we're going to. That's just over. No more of that. Okay. That's better. With that beat, we get into the more serious mode of the game. Vandal Savage's stack ongoing ability is going to remain in effect, so I'm going to leave it out here just to remind myself so I don't forget like I did in my last attempt. Now, we have this hand for Booster Gold, which is not great. And then for Martian Manhunter, we have this. We have a defense for Booster Gold. We don't have one for Martian Manhunter, so we're going to have to see what happens here. Our new crisis is Missing Heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 equipment from hand. That might be pretty doable if we get the right ones. Then our new villain is Hell. Hell costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Each player puts a non-kick superpower from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We will just discard Force Field to defend ourselves. Do we have a non-kick superpower in our hand? No. Do we have 2 in our discard pile? We might not have any. Kick doesn't count, and kick doesn't count, so that doesn't really affect us. That's fine by me. New card for the turn. We're going to start with Whirlwind, discard our hand, and draw 4 new cards. Whenever there's a scenario where we have to discard cards or something, I always try to keep Whirlwind so you can just get a fresh new hand. And then there's our defense cards. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. We will use that to get both of these, a Whirlwind and a Daughter of Gotham. We already got those from Martian Manhunter. Now together, they both have one. Manhunter. All right. We have to destroy 4 equipment from hand. I forgot to check. Did we actually have that last turn? No. No. What do we have here? We have 1 equipment. We have 2 here. That's it. 1, put 2 starters in my hand, 2 punches. 2 and draw a card, and that's 2 heroes, getting us to 5 power. 6, get an equipment into my hand as long as it's cost 3 or less. I might not have that. Wait, in fact, let's just get that back. Let's not play that. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got, all I need is 2 more equipment, but there's only 1 here, so it's not this turn. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll copy the power of, well, any of them. They're all just 0.1. So 11. Definitely beat Manhunter here. We're going to try and get that with Black Lantern Black Lantern Power Ring. Doing so is going to make Martian Manhunter only stronger. All right. How do we do? Do we get any rings? We got 1, 2 different equipment in this hand, so we might be able to beat this. Let's see what we can do here. Have to put a card out. And it's only when a hero enters the lineup, so that doesn't matter. Go ahead and draw a card. I think that's it. There's no more card draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely gonna get this Shazam and stop there for Booster Gold. How are we doing on our hands here? There we go. That's 2 equipment that are very expendable in Booster Gold's hand. New card comes out. That's not great. All right, we get a new location out. We'll draw a card. 1 power, draw a card. And then because of this, that gets us to 4 power and draw a card. Sorry, just 4 power. We'll use that to get rid of Manhunter, bringing us down to 1 power. And then we are going to beat this by destroying these here equipment. I do not want to destroy either of the ones in my hand here, but this crisis has gone on long enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyed. Getting those back is going to be important for me. That's going to end missing heroes. Okay, so where are we power-wise? We're at 1. We'll get the 4 power when we destroy this punch. Not going to buy anything. Just wanted to destroy the punch. Gotham City, are you an equipment? It is. We could have done this instead of what we did. That sucks. Oh well. That would have been much better use of our turn. Would have saved one of those cards. Alright, that's what you have to do sometimes, mess up. 2, get equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. We're going to put Green Lantern Power Ring there, so we have the defense if needed. So that's 2. 3, 4 by Canary Cry for another defense. We really are doing a pretty good job of loading up that character with defense cards. Not going to complain about that. But I do wish I did that last turn differently. That would have been a lot better, a lot stronger. All right, put another equipment from any player's discard pile, on top of his deck. We're going to do that again over here. We'll put Soul Taker Sword on top of the deck after we draw here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Soul Taker Sword will sit there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite enough. It is enough to buy this, though. All right. New card comes out. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, that's not enough, but we'll beat Talon for the fun of it. It's okay. Definitely gotta do some destruction. We need those. We need that Soul Taker Sword out. We need Red Lantern Core out more, and hopefully that happens soon. I know we have a Soul Taker Sword turn coming up here. Man, I would like it to happen more often if we can make it. Need to remember to do Gotham City. I think I forgot that a few turns. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that is 2 heroes. That's 16. We're going to copy the power of this. That's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, we'll go ahead and beat hell. Bringing us down to 10. We'll beat Parasite. Each foe reveals his hands and discards a card of cost 3 or greater. We'll get rid of, I guess, Crimson Whirlwind. And then let's try Gotham City, I guess. Are you an equipment? You are not. We will discard it. Okay. We should be set up with, yep, we're defending here. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How you doing? I don't think we got any defense cards for this side. No, so we're going to have to live with that. Our new crisis is draining the emotional spectrum. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to do 4 because you have to do 1 for the turn anyway. All right. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck, destroy all cards in the lineup with the revealed card's type, and replace them. Each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if each of them, if none of them match a type in the lineup. Okay. So, let's get our villain ready. Amazo. Each player puts a hero from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We will defend with this. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. And over here, we will put Daughter of Gotham into the lineup just to not make the attack any worse. So, Martian Manhunter reveals the top card of his deck. All the villains in the lineup are destroyed and replaced. That's not so bad. So to beat it, each player discards a random card. Remove the crisis of each if none of them match a type in the lineup. So we've got a hero and equipment over here. We've got a villain here. We could try, but it's a 50% chance, really. Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not, and we will leave that there. We will draw a card. Drawing that makes us put each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. Don't have that right now, so that's fine. I can gain up to 5 costs with the cards from the lineup and put them into my hand. Let's go with these 2 up here. We'll play this to get 2 starters into our hand. 2 punches. We are at, right now, 1, and because we played 2 villains, 4 power. We're going to use the Atom on this kick. And getting that kick out of there is going to get us a Manhunter. So we are at 1 power so far. Sorry, no, 4 power with Martian Manhunter. I forgot about that. We'll go ahead and buy this, bring this down to 0 power. We have an equipment here we have to get rid of. You know what? Now the only chance is that equipment, so we're going to try and do it. We'll play this, I guess, to get 1 power. Everyone's going to discard a random card. If none of them match a card type in the lineup, the crisis is over. Now, really all kind of stems from this one. As long as we don't discard the 1 equipment in this hand, we're okay. But I don't know which one that is, and we're going to have to find out the hard way now because it is just random. So we're going to go with this one. Was it an equipment? No, it's a hero. Perfect. In doing so, discard a random card from this hand now, which I think they're all punches, so yeah. Oh, vulnerability, even better. We end this crisis. Okay. So we have 1 power from that Manhunter, 2, 3, 4 power. We'll use that to get Skeets, because we should use some of our defense cards ourselves, and that gives us the ability to put a hero on top of our deck, which is pretty much a big focus of Martian Manhunter in the first place. So that that crisis is down. Now we're going to try and get the villain. Amazo it is, not so bad. All right. 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Martian Manhunter. And our hand over here is not as great. To destroy this vulnerability, we'll get a card out for the turn. And 3 power. We'll get Legion Flight Ring in the hopes that we can give it to a crisis soon. I don't want it to last too long. Raven. Reveal the top 2 cards. We can draw those. Perfect. Each foe puts 2 cards of cost 0 from his discard pile on the bottom of his deck. That's going to be this punch. But we get to draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we get to draw a card. Then we'll try this. Are you an equipment? It is not. We will leave that there. We're at 0 power so far. 1, and that's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and a vulnerability. With that 7, we'll go ahead and get Science Cell. Just getting that 6 cost card for the future use of demonic summoning. I hate being stuck on demonic summoning too long. I have before. It's not a great time. We're going to go ahead and use Whirlwind. Discard this to draw 4 new cards. So that's 1, 2, 3. Put an equipment from any player's deck on top of their deck. We're going to go Star Sapphire over here, because we got Gotham City there, so we know exactly what's there. So 1, 2, 3, as long as I remember that, right? 4, 5, look at these 2 cards, put them back in any order. Oh, sorry, just reveal and play this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, put a villain from my discard pile on top of my deck. I don't think I have one. Nope. 9, 10, 11, and that's it. I think that's enough for Amazo, unless he costs more for something. Hero, he does, so that's out. With that 11, then, we'll buy Skeets, getting us down to 7. In fact, that's enough to buy both of these, clearing the lineup. And we're in a good place there for Booster Gold. He's got quite a good-sized deck. Hopefully, we can use that to our advantage. All right. What did we destroy? We had to destroy... We've got a Manhunter here, Kyle Rayner, a couple rings. Those are the things I want back the most. So that's cost 3, 7, and 5. I'm just looking because I have the Atom in my hand. I could destroy this ring, but I know it's kind of just breaking even on the rings. We'll start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is. Then we will... Ooh, is there a hero down here we want? Nope. Okay. Then we'll use this to reveal 2 cards. They're the same type. If they share a card type, put them back in any order. If not, draw them. That's too bad. Okay. Draw one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can put an equipment on top of anyone's deck. Soul Taker Sword going back up here. Nothing I really wanted to destroy, unfortunately. So this will copy this 5/6 power, and this won't be used. That's not enough to get what I needed. All right, Booster Gold, what you got for me? Nothing great. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, we'll get this. Everyone should have one of these in this particular crisis. It's good for a lot of those, a card of this color type of crises or things like that. Ooh, that's another. Those are the two of the more expensive villains in the game just sitting out there. Let's start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is not, and we will leave that there. 1, get 2 punches into my hand. 2, draw a card. That gets us to 5. Plus 4 gets us to 9. 10 gets us with this to 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 power. With that, we will buy both of these, making a very strong future turn, making a Mazo normal price again. Okay. Yeah, Soul Taker Sword to destroy this vulnerability. Is that down there still? That should be in this pile. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, draw a card. 6. We didn't have a card come out yet, did we? Yes, we did. It was this one. Nothing we can do with 6, unfortunately. Well, we can buy this so that a Mazo doesn't get out of control on this price. Okay. We'll start with Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, and we will discard that. And then we'll say, put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. I might not have that. I don't know exactly what I have. I don't have that. Okay. Then we will draw a card. What can I do here? We're going to copy an equipment. And that equipment will be Star Sapphire Power Ring. So, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If they share a card type, reveal them and put them back in any order. If not, draw them. Alright, so reveal the top 2 cards. If they share a card type, leave them. Put them back in any order, but if they don't share a card type, draw them. 2 cards. Come on. Something good here. Nice. 2 different card types. Perfect. Alright, so again, we are at 1 power. Red Lantern Power Ring gets us to 4, destroying this punch. Sorry, no, we're at 1. With this, we're at 4. Now we're at 7. I'd like to use the Atom on Sonic Siren to get a different card of cost 4, because I don't really need that card. Don't know what's in here. I just know that's not for me. Wow, there's really not much except for Parasite, which I don't want, because that's a lot of attacks. And discards a card. You know, we'll take it, and hopefully it'll help later on, but we will have to destroy it with Atom if need be. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, we can get that back, actually. I would like Killer Croc, so maybe we can work out that. Maybe we can make that happen. So, instead of what we did there, we'll go with 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain a card of up to 5 costs, put it in our hand. Well, that's this one, unfortunately. We did play 2 villains, though, so that gets us to 10. And then we'll use this to destroy this. And then 13 power, that's enough to beat a Mazo. Boom, we're back in it. That worked pretty well. That doesn't always work out so well. I don't like Sonic Siren. Sometimes the Atom is iffy. He's great when you have him at the right time, but man, if you don't have him at the right time, he can feel like a waste. That was not the case this time, though. All right, let's see where we are. No defense card here. How are we doing with booster gold, though? Gotta draw. Okay. Need more destruction. There's no way around it. We have to get rid of these starters. We're doing it slowly. We each have one destruction card in our decks. On Booster Gold side, we've got a Soul Taker Sword. Over here, we have Red Lantern Core. It's working slowly, but it's taking longer than I'd like. On top of that, we have some really good cards in here. They're just diluted by how often we're playing those starters. All right, do we have a defense here? We have one in our hand. Perfect. Then, our new crisis is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We will do 4, because we have to do 1 for the turn anyway. Perfect. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it into your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. And Black Hand. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a number of cards equal to its VP value. Over here, we will use Canary Cry. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. Then, we will discard a defense card to defend Martian Manhunter. And that will do that. Perfect. Okay. For our turn here, we have 2. We can put equipment on top of someone's deck. Don't have it. We can put a Scrim Sticks over there, but you know what? We will. Because of Gotham City, we will. So 2. Draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now here's my dilemma. I need a villain to beat this, but I really want the Demon Etrigan over here. You know, we can get Red Lantern Power Ring back, and we'll get him again. So we'll buy him. By putting him in our discard pile, we have the ability to end this crisis by destroying some villains. So we'll destroy Killer Croc and unfortunately Etrigan. Hopefully we can get both of them back. Hopefully. Soon. So that's the end of Villains in Disguise. That's very short. Very easy. You can't really ask for it to go better than that, in all honesty. But we did it. It worked. Okay. Okay. New card comes out. Let's reveal the top... Oh, first off, let's do Gotham City. Are you in equipment? And it is. And then let's reveal the top 2 cards. Are they different card types? Yes. All right. 3, and I can put a villain from my discard pile on top of my deck. Definitely Red Lantern Core, so we can keep destroying things. So that's 3. 4, put an equipment of cost 3 or less. Nope, don't have one. 8, 9, plus 3 gets us to 12. 13, 14, 15, and 16. That's enough to get rid of Black Hand. Ending that, and also getting White Lantern Power Ring. Those 2 things, very good. That White Lantern Power Ring is going to get us Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is going to be key to the end of this game. We have 1 defense in this hand. Booster Gold, what do you have? Well, we have Force Field, but that is it, unfortunately. All right, our new crisis is... Oh, Heroic Sacrifice. The player that defeated the previous supervillain removes his superhero from the game and destroys all cards of cost 1 or greater in his discard pile. That's a lot of good cards, including White Lantern Power Ring. Oh, man. Oh, Jason Blood. That's another Power Ring. The Atom. Man, these are great cards. There are some okay cards in there, but there are a lot of really good cards in there that I have to get back if possible. So, I'm just going to sort these a bit. This sorting system here allows me to know what it is I need to get back and what can kind of wait. I just do that with my destruction pile here, and it allows me to quickly go to the ones I want back. So, a lot of cards I want back, and a lot I don't really need so much. Now, in doing so, I do get a random card back, a new random supervillain. So this is our stack of supervillains for this particular attempt. And with these, we'll be able to figure out which one we're going to be. So let's go with this one. It is Red Tornado. Once during each of your turns, if there are 4 or more different card types in the discard pile, +2 power. That's going to happen very often. We just got to kind of keep track of it. Then finally, our new villain, Black Adam. Each player destroys cards in his hand until he has only 1 card of each type in hand. We will defend ourselves with Skeets. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put a hero from your discard pile into your hand or draw a card. Unfortunately, it is just going to be draw a card. Then over here, we will discard Force Field to defend ourselves. Okay, let's see what happens with Booster Gold. We're going to use Whirlwind. Oh, we have the new card for the turn first. Perfect. And then with that, we get to draw 4 new cards to go with Whirlwind. So 1, draw another card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Copy that for 9, 10. Definitely going to get Starbolt here. And you know what? We're going to leave Batarang for over here. We have enough, we have a lot of equipment over here. What am I talking about? We want Batarang over here. Just trying to think of future crises and things I might need available to me. All right, 1 and draw a card. 3 power because I'm going to destroy Deadman. 4, 5, 6, 7. Put an equipment on top of someone's deck. We'll put this on top of mine. We'll say, hey, is that an equipment? Yep. Draw a card. 12. Look at the top 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Yeah, we'll put them back in... You know what? This order is fine. Because... Ooh, I could add that to the lineup. You know what? No, we'll save that for next turn. 12. Then we'll copy that cap power to get the 17. 17 is enough to beat Black Adam and also get rid of Dr. Sivana. So that was a very quick run. I like to see that, but man, yeah, I'm nervous now because we lost Martian Manhunter, which was a big source of power for us. Booster Gold's doing okay. We have got a lot of defense cards, but we just don't have the destruction we need yet for either of them to really get rolling. We got Soul Taker Sword here, but no defense. And then for Red Tornado, we have no defense. So let's see what happens now. Demonic Summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. This is what I was trying to avoid earlier. This is what I didn't want to happen. So we have to put all cards of cost 6 into the lineup, huh? It's a lot of cards. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroyed a card of cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must destroy 3 cards, each of cost 6, in your discard piles. We're going to take advantage of this. We're going to do a bunch of turns where we just destroy starters in our hands because we've had too many for too long. It's time to clean that up. Red Lantern Superman. I don't think I have any defense, right? If I remember correctly. Yep, no defense. Each player gains 2 weaknesses. Each player with a superpower in his discard pile gains an additional weakness. So 2 weaknesses. Do any of them have superpowers? This one does not. This one does. That's a 3rd weakness over here. It's not what it wanted right now. Not what I wanted to see. And then a new card for the turn. Alright, it is Booster Gold's turn. We have to destroy something at the beginning of our turn. I guess we'll destroy Channeling the Emotional Spectrum. Soul Taker Sword to get rid of this vulnerability. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, playing this card. Ooh, look at the top 2 cards. We'll leave Skeets and destroy this punch. Nice, that worked out really well. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We will use that. We'll get rid of Killer Croc. That's what we'll do. I know it's not the most exciting turn, but man, got rid of a few things there. To destroy something, we'll destroy Daughter of Gotham. Right now I'm trying to actually avoid... You know what? No. We've got all these vulnerabilities. We'll destroy a vulnerability. And that's the end of that turn, unfortunately. Okay. Let's keep up that pattern, and hopefully it doesn't hurt us. New card comes out. What do we want here? We can afford to destroy a katana, so we will. 1 and draw a card. 2, 3. I can either draw a card or put a hero on top of my deck. Let's just draw a card. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 power. That's great. I mean, can't really beat that. We're going to get rid of 6 here. 12, 14. In doing so, each foe reveals his hand. Reveals the top card of his deck. If it costs 1 or greater, they discard it. Does this cost 1 or greater? Yes, so it's discarded. And does this cost 1 or greater? No, so it stays there. Okay, new card comes out. Can we beat this anytime soon? I don't know. I don't know. This might take a while. I don't like that. That's why I always try to prepare for demonic summoning, but it came early. I wasn't able to have a quick deck yet. And yeah, this might be a bad game just because I kind of went through the crises pretty fast. Pretty fast. So, we're going to destroy Black Lantern Aquaman because we no longer need the villains for Martian Manhunter. We can instead get rid of some of the ones that we don't want that do attacks against Booster Gold that we don't really want to do. We will go ahead and use Gotham City. Are you an equipment? No, and we will discard it. 5, reveal and play this card. Actually, did we put a card out for the turn? I don't think we did. Reveal and play this card. There we go. 8 power. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to get this power ring, bringing us down to 8, and we're going to get White Lantern Core, bringing us down to 2. And we'll use that 2 to get another Hawk Girl. Okay. What are we going to destroy for Booster Gold? We don't need this Legion Flight Ring, that's for sure. We'll go ahead and draw a card. 2, someone can put equipment on top of their deck. We're going to put Blue Lantern Power Ring on top of this deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, reveal these 2 cards and return them in any order. And they're fine in the order they're in. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will use that to get Skull of Batman. New card coming out. We've got... So it's got to be in our discard pile, so that can't work that way. So, first off, once during each of your turns, if there are 4 or more different card types in your discard pile, +2. That's 1, 2, 3, just the 3. We'll use this 1 and draw these 2 punches. Then we'll do Gotham City. Are you an equipment? It is. So, 1, 2, and draw a card. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Copy that. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and a weakness with our 21. Get this, these 12 brings us down to 9. With that, we'll buy Power of the Red, bringing us down to 6. Raven, bringing us down to 3. And Katana, getting us another defense card. So, what do we have that costs 6 in here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 cards. We only need to destroy 3 cards of cost 6. What do we have over here? Skull of Batman. We might actually want that one, so we'll destroy Science Cell, Oa, and White Lantern Corps, because when you destroy it, it doesn't actually get destroyed. So that's the end of demonic summoning. That actually went a little bit smoother than I thought it would. I was kind of worried that that was going to last a long time. It didn't last as long as it could have. I've had worse demonic summonings. Alright, new card comes out. It is our villain. Alright, 1. Go ahead and draw a card. Go ahead and draw a card or put a hero on top. We'll just draw a card. 2 and draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all we're going to get there. We'll definitely get rid of Granny Goodness for that. I wanted Shazam, but getting rid of villains is sometimes really important, even if you don't have to do it to get rid of the supervillain. It just clears up the lineup for the next crises so that you don't have to worry about that so much. 3 power when we destroy this weakness. 4 or 5, I can put an equipment on top of my deck. Gotham City, are you an equipment? Yes. 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power, 17 power total, beats Black Lantern Superman. Okay, we're back on track here. We don't, well, I guess we would have had actually more than that, now that I think about it, because Red Tornado had +2 power probably. But I'm not too worried about that, because we beat the crisis, we beat the villain, and we're just moving on at this point. Alright, this isn't the hero I wanted. I really wanted to stick with Martian Manhunter and maybe trade out this one for Heroic Sacrifice, but can't always get what you want. What do we have over here? Do we have a defense? We have 1 defense here. Perfect. And our hand for Booster Gold has 1 defense here. Perfect. Our new crisis is Reshaping Our World. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share a cost with another card in your hand. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. Then, Mongol. Each player destroys 1 location of each different cost he controls. If you have none or avoid this attack, gain 2 weaknesses. Okay. We're going to go ahead and gain the weaknesses. So we'll play this. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. Perfect. Then we're going to do that over here to draw a card also. And in doing so, in both cases, we gain 2 weaknesses. Don't have a lot of destruction, though, so that does make me nervous. Booster Gold at the start of his turn has to discard all cards that share another cost of a card in your hand. So, 0, 3, and that's it. Okay. These are discarded. If they have a card come out for the turn here, and let's try and beat the crisis, which is each player reveals the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a different cost. That's it. 5 and 2. Easy enough. Reshaping Our World is over. That's kind of bad early in the game. Like if you end up with in the early game where you have mostly starters and vulnerabilities and all that stuff, weaknesses or whatever, you can kind of end up stuck there, but that was not the case in where we are now. Okay. So that's easy. Draw a card for Force Field. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will put our whole deck in our discard pile so that we can get the most out of this. 5, 6. Count those superpowers. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power is enough to beat Mongol. And we're just going to do it. We're just going to keep going with this this momentum. We have Force Field to defend us here. Not sure what we have over there. We might have nothing now that I think about it, but we'll certainly figure it out, right? We might end up with a card over here we can discard to use Booster Gold's ability to defend. So let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have no defense card over here, so that's not going to happen. I don't think there's any in this hand. No. So, let's see how this goes. Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 heroes from hand. Destroy 4 heroes from hand, huh? Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, gain a number of weakness cards equal to its cost. Alright, we'll defend with this. And we can't defend over here, so we have to gain this card. Its cost is 8 or greater, and we have to destroy it. Yikes. Okay, that's Ganthet. That's not what we want to see happen. Red Tornado's up. So, we have to destroy what? 4 heroes from hand. We have 4 heroes right here. What do we have here? New card comes out for the turn, by the way. Gotta get rid of that first. Alright, so we have Ravens all around. Let's go ahead. We will draw a card. We'll say, are you an equipment? It is not. We'll leave it at there. I guess. So that's 1, 2, 3. Goodbye to this. And then destroy 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ending Manhunter Invasion. That's a lot of cards I did not want to lose. I really didn't. But it's over. That crisis is over. And that's sometimes what you have to do. Alright. 2, destroy a punch. 5, we'll get a copy of each card that's in the destroyed pile. I know there's a Science Cell here. Yep. I'm pretty sure there's a Legion Flight Ring. It's right there. Yep, and there might very well be a copy of Shazam. I don't remember if that ended up over here or not before I got destroyed. Or if that's still over of this guy. Yep, I don't see a Shazam, so we don't get that. But that's still 5 power. 6 total does not get us what we need, but we get to move on. Another Force Field. Alright, Red Tornado. What do you get? Do you get this 2 power yet? 1, 2, 3. That's not a card type. So just 3. Destroy card in our hand to get to 3 power. 4, count to heroes over here. 5, are you an equipment? You are not. Leave it there. 6 plus 5 is 11. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Oh, leave them in the order they're in, please. 11, huh? We'll use that to get Shazam. We can move on. All right. How are we doing? It's not great. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 power. We'll go ahead and get Force Field for that. I know I could have gotten Indigo Tribe, but that ability to turn villains into heroes is going to be more important in Red Tornado's deck. Alright, now we should definitely get that 2 power, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different card types. That's 2 power from Red Tornado. 5, and then we'll say, are you an equipment? It is not. We'll discard it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 here. We'll say goodbye to Hector Hammond with that. Now, I know I really want these cards, but it's just good sometimes to beat the villain in the crisis when you can, or else they will stack up on you. They will stack up and they will beat you. Okay. 3, 4, 5. What do we got here? Do we have a defense? No. All right. And then over here. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Booster Gold has no defense either. Not great. Our new crisis. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 superheroes from hand. That might be pretty difficult. Mr. Freeze, so we can only play 4 cards from our hand each turn. New card for the turn. Ah, it's a villain, of course. I do not have the superpowers I need over here. So we're just going to have to keep going, see what happens. In fact, let's just go ahead. We'll do 1, and we'll get 4 new cards. Draw a card. Put a hero on top of my deck. Or draw a card, huh? We'll draw a card. All right, and then we end up with 1, 2, 3 power. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. Doesn't matter really. We're just going to get rid of Manhunter and end the turn there. All right, let's get a new hand here. We have 1 superpower there and a bunch of weaknesses. All right, we'll start by doing Red Lantern Power Ring. Reveal the top 2 cards here. Leave 1 on top and destroy the other one plus power equal to the destroyed card. Oh, we'll destroy this. So that is 6 power, but when we destroy that, it goes right back down here. So that's a good start. 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's all we get there. Did we try this? Did we say it's an equipment? I don't think we did. All right. If that's the case, then it's 11, 12, right? Oh, wait, no. We got this one. 4 more on top of that, getting us to 16. 16 we'll buy both of these with. This is an attack, so that means each foe discards a card because of Vandal Savage's ongoing ability there. That's why that happened. What do we got? We have 1 superpower over here, so that's a good start. 1, and go ahead and discard these and get 4 new cards. Oh, new card coming out too. When equipment comes out, everyone gains a weakness, I believe. Yep. Man, I've only got 3. That sucks. Okay. I can put equipment from any player's discard pile on top of his deck. Is there an equipment that helps me get superpowers? I don't think there is. Guess we'll put Indigo Tribe on top of this deck. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5, play this card. We don't actually get to use that. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we're going to go ahead and actually buy 2 kicks. I should have been buying kicks over there. Basically, I need to get to the point where there's at least 1 kick in each hand, and then we'll be able to beat this quickly. And I forgot we're on Mr. Freeze, so we can really only play 2 cards per turn. Gotta remember that. Got to remember that. All right, Booster Gold's new hand has only 1 superpower. All right, is there an equipment on top? Yes, there is. Let's go ahead and draw a card, or look at this and see if there's a hero we want to put on top. There is not, so we'll draw a card. I'm just trying to draw cards so that maybe we can get something. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll use that to get rid of this. We're at 0 power. We can play 2 more cards. We'll use this to get another 5 power, I guess. But that's all we can really do this turn. We don't need the battering. We've got enough equipment in this deck. How are we doing? Superpowers? We got one in this hand. One over here. So, not going to happen this turn, right? Draw a card. Should have left that there. 2, 4, 5, 6, beating this. He does not have an attack, so that's just that. And you know, we'll buy this too. New card comes out. At least it's a superpower. Let's draw this hand, see what we got. Come on, come on. 1, 2. All right, let's try this. We'll try, are you an equipment? Yes. And then we'll try draw a card. Try this to destroy this weakness. So we are at 4 power. All right, well, do we have enough for that? Yeah, we do. So we're at 6 power total. So we'll buy possession at least. And then 5, look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Their order is fine. So at 5 power, we'll get another kick with that. Just to increase the number of times a super power will pass through that hand. Need to get them. We can beat down this crisis. No more lanterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do we got this? How does our hand look here? Possession and kick. That's a good start. In fact, that's all we need, as long as there's no villains here. No villain means 1, 2, 3, and 4 are destroyed, ending hunting down the lanterns. No more of that. Okay. Gain all cards in the lineup that are in the destroyed pile. I don't know if there's a canary cry in here, but there very well could be. That's definitely a card I would destroy given a chance. Just don't know if I've had that chance tonight. Looks like I haven't yet. So, that does not happen. But we're at 3, 4, 5 power, and we will buy it. Because it does work as a defense card with this character. Alright, 5. Look at these 2 cards. We'll put them back in this order. Copy that power to get the 10, beating Mr. Freeze. And then 1 power here. Alright. You know, actually, before we end that, let's say Gotham City, are you an equipment? It is, and we would draw it. Unfortunately. Actually, okay, so we had 1 power. We draw that, and we'll draw another card. 2 power, still not enough. Okay. I should have left it there. Should have never played it. Would have beaten that crisis. And had a defense card, but oh well. Now we have no defense card, and over here we've got an ongoing defense card, but not enough to defeat the crisis because it has to be out in play. I think we can defend Red Tornado for it, but not from our hand. Rise of the Dead. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card with cost 1 or greater from your destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards with different colors from hand. 5 cards of different colors, huh? Trigon. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost you destroyed this way, and then put it into your hand. Discard all cards in your hand with cost greater than that card. So, Red Tornado does not have a defense. We will discard Force Field because it says if another player is attacked, you may discard a defense card from your hand or in play. If you do, that player avoids the attack. It doesn't say this has to be in play when I do it. So doing that will defend Red Tornado, but I can't defend myself that way. So we have to do this. So what is it? Gain a card. Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost, so that's 2, and put it into your hand. Discard all cards in the hand with cost greater than that card. That's unfortunate. We lost Rage Blood, which would have been really, really useful. Really useful. Okay. So, we have to get some cards back from the destroyed pile now, via Rise of the Dead. So hopefully we get some of those cards we really want. I'm talking about Lantern Rings. I'm talking about Kyle Rayner. I'm talking about the Atom. I'm talking about some of the villains, but probably not a lot of them at this point since I'm no longer Martian Manhunter. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here I'd like to see come back. Let's find out. Add a card to the lineup. It's not a villain, so we gain a weakness over here. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll buy a copy of Plastic Man, sure. And then a new card comes out for turn here. And we have to add a card. It is a villain, so that does not do anything good for us. I can put an equipment on top of someone's deck. We're going to put Indigo Tribe on top of this one. I'm going to use Gotham City. Are you an equipment? Yes. So that's 2. We'll get to 5 power when we destroy this punch, and that's gone from the game forever. Copy that power to get to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. Getting rid of both of these brings us down to 9 power. And you know what? We'll buy Saint Walker too. You know, we don't need Saint Walker. What am I talking? No, we'll get him just in case we have to deal with one of those clear the lineup crises. How do we beat it again? Your team must destroy 5 cards of different colors from hand. Right. 5 cards of different colors from hand. How are we doing here? Well, that's doable. We got 3 colors over here. I'd rather not do that 3rd color, though. New card comes out. New card, are you a villain? Yes, it is. We've got what we need, but there's too many villains. Put an equipment on top of someone's deck. We're going to put Indigo Tribe on top of this deck. 3, draw a card. Draw a card. 4, 5, 6, 7, and count the superpowers. 8, 9, 10, 11 power is enough to clear this lineup at least, which is all I really wanted to do. An attack does happen, though. Each foe with a hero in his discard pile gains a weakness. Each with a villain gains a weakness. So that is a weakness, 2 weaknesses over here. And you have a hero and a villain. So that's 2 weaknesses over here, too. That was a pretty powerful attack for when it came out. That's not great. We have a new card come out for the turn, and then we have to see what comes from the destroyed pile. Come on, something good, something we want, right? Lantern Rings, that's what we want to see, right? It's White Lantern Power Battery, which is kind of out of use at this point, now that I think about it. Alright, so there's no whatchamacallits. So we have a hero, an equipment, and a superpower over here we could probably get rid of. And we have a starter here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That has to be 5 cards of different types. Ugh. What are we missing? Hero, superpower, equipment. 5 cards of different colors. Okay, so that means weaknesses would count. Got it. So do we have enough for Red Tornado's power yet? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, there are 4 card types. That's 2 power from Red Tornado. And then let's try, are you an equipment? Yes. I don't know if we have what we need here. So we've got 2 power. 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Copy that power. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 power. I mean, that's a great amount of power, but it doesn't clear the lineup. I mean, it doesn't clear the villain or anything, because we still have that crisis going. Alright, new card comes out, and then a card from the destroyed pile is teleportation, getting a weakness over here. Alright, so now we have 1, 2, 3 colors over here, 4 and 5. We have what we need. So, 1, 2, and 3 destroyed. Yeah. And 4 and 5. That's our 5 colors destroyed. So weakness gets out. These are out of the game forever, I guess. Well, the weakness can stay, I guess. And these are all removed. Okay, that crisis is over. That's one more down. Draw a card. 2, 4, 6, and play this card. Ooh. It's an ongoing card. Once during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a hero, draw it. If not, you may discard it. We will draw that. 8, 10. Almost. Not quite. We will go ahead and gain this, yes. That's going to be very useful for getting that Soul Taker sword more often. New card comes out, and we are on to... We'll try... We've got 2 power from this, so that's good. And then we'll say, hey, equipment. It is 3, 4. I'm not going to play this. Well, each foe discards a card. Okay. And can't defend, so we'll just discard the weakness, which is fine, so that we can afford new Genesis. Really want a new Genesis since this deck is so hero heavy. That'll just happen more often. All right. We got our hand over here. And then we got this one here. New card comes out. 2, 4, destroy this. 5, 6. We'll go ahead and buy this defense card. Anything to keep the defenses coming from booster gold. That's all I want. Just keep defending, you know? With that ability, we'll be able to basically be immune to attacks, but you would think so. But my deck is so clogged up with starters and weaknesses at this point from various attacks that we are having a hard time getting to that point. Destruction is going to be key, but we lost some really good destruction cards. All right. Let's start with 1 and draw a card. Okay, and then are you in equipment? No, we'll leave that there. Draw a card. 2. This card. Look at these 2 cards. We will destroy Star Sapphire to get to 4 more power. So 4, 5, 6 power, 7, 8, 9 power, and this got 4 power, so that'll be 13 power, just enough to beat Trigon. So we are back on track at least. And do we have what we need here? We have 3. No, that's not a card. That's not a card type. So don't have quite what we need there yet. We're getting there though. We have 1 defense in this hand, so that's good news. And then over here, we have 1 defense here. Perfect. Our new crisis is shifting loyalties. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn at the discard pile of the player on your right. Each player discards 7 cost worth of cards into the discard pile of the player on their left. On his left, okay? We're only 2 players, so it's both the same. Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and line up against himself. I know what they are. It's the 8 and 7 cost villains. They're in here. They'll show themselves. There's our 8. All right. Where are we? And there is our 7. There's a way of dealing with this. Hold on. There's like an order that helps. So 1's discard a random card. and one's discard a defense card. We're going to defend against this one. In doing so, I can discard this card from hand, discard to avoid an attack. If I do, put any villain of cost 7 or greater, or draw a card. I guess we drew a card. And then this one, discard a random card. We'll discard this one. Here is Shazam. That's unfortunate. Then over here, we'll defend ourselves with Katana. In doing so, draw a card. Then discard a random card. What's it going to be? This one? It's weakness. Okay. Okay, that's not so bad. But it's also not great. So, we have nothing we want to play this turn. We have to have a card come out first. Yeah, we'll play 2-3 in order to get rid of Mr. Zaz, which has an attack. Each foe reveals the top card of his deck. If its cost is odd, that player gains a weakness. Nope. And yes, we have to gain a weakness over here. Okay. New card comes out. I can destroy a card in my hand to get 3 power. Perfect. Do I want to do anything else? There's no point in playing this ring. We'll say Gotham City, are you an equipment? It is not. And we'll leave it there. So we have to put Red Lantern Corps over here. We'll use that 3 power to get rid of this, and we won't be playing this card. All right, let's see. Do we have a new... Okay, no villain. We have what we need here. Do we have 7 cost over here? Yeah, we're good here. We're good here. In fact, 5 and 7 goes over here. And then over here, we'll go with... Man, I don't really want to, but I kind of have to, don't I? So these two right here. Perfect. So that crisis is beat. Another one down, no more shifting loyalties. And I believe that means it's Booster Gold's turn. Yeah. So, did we have a card come out? I don't think we did. No, we must have. Sorry, that's right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go ahead and buy this because it's a defense card. And move on. Then, right here, we'll start with, are you an equipment? It's not. We will, yeah, we'll discard that. Then, we'll try Hawkgirl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. And then do we get enough for that? 1, 2, 3. I don't think we did. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, we did. We have all 4 here. Okay, so that's 2. And then, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. 8. Gain all power rings from the lineup and put them into your hand. Then gain any card from the lineup and put it on top of your deck. We'll gain Crystal Shield and put that on top of our deck. With our 8, we're not going to buy anything. I guess we'll buy a teleportation, but we're not going to be using it most likely. All right, and a new card comes out. All right, Skull of Batman means we're going to gain this power ring. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gaining Metropolis for sure. And moving on to the next turn. All right, so we have 2 from this, from Red Tornado. And then let's say, are you an equipment? No, we will discard it. Shuffle it up now. And we'll ask the next one, are you a hero? It is not a hero. In fact, we will leave that there. So, that's 2 power. 3 and draw a card. Draw a card. 7, 10, 15, revealing these two cards, put them back in any order. Their order is fine. And 16 power says goodbye to Graves easily. Easily. Okay, I really need to start destroying a lot of stuff. We have so many weaknesses in starters still. We have 1 defense over here. And what we got for Red Tornado? We have no defense over here. So, our new crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain into the lineup and resolve each of its attacks. That supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of other players' cards. Remove the crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. That villain's going to be Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy any cards used to avoid this attack. We'll use Canary Cry. You know what? No, we're just going to destroy the top 2 cards of this deck. They are... Ooh, that was actually a pretty good one. At least that one was. And over here, we don't have a defense. We will discard Canary Cry to avoid that attack against Red Tornado. Okay. And then our new villain, Arkillo. Each player puts 1 equipment from his hand or 2 from his discard pile into the lineup. We'll do the 1 from our hand here, I guess. Okay. Oh, you know what? No, we'll discard this to avoid that attack and keep that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. Where is my Soul Taker sword, man? That's all I want. Alright, we get to draw a card now. Then we'll draw another one. And then 1, I can put 2 punches into my hand. Where are they? I don't know. I just don't know. So we're at 1 power, 2, 3, 4, 5, and count the superpowers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just shy of what we needed. Wow, 11 power is not going to do it. All right. All right, new turn over here. We will start by asking the question, are you a equipment? No, we'll discard you and then say, are you a hero? No, we'll discard you. 1 and count the heroes. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power total. Again, just shy. I forgot to put a card out. We'll buy this one. So that's good. And then a new card comes out afterwards. And it's another villain. All right. It is just stacking and stacking and stacking, isn't it? First off, go ahead and draw a card. Then we'll play Soul Taker Sword, destroying this weakness. That's 2, 3, 4. Put an equipment from my discard pile on top of my deck. Don't think we have anything over here we want to do that with. We might over here, though. Yeah, we're going to put this on top of our deck. Nah, actually, this is a better use. Get our deck ready and put this on top. Okay, so we're at 4 power, 5, copy an equipment in my discard pile, maybe. Guess we'll copy Skull of Batman to get the 6, 7, 8, which should be enough to get Batarang, because I think there's a destroyed Batarang. There should be, at least. I'm almost certain that we destroyed at least 1, right? Can't just be swimming in Batarangs right now, are we? Where are the Batarangs? Huh, we didn't destroy a single batarang. Okay, well, we still have the 8 power, which is enough to get rid of Red Lantern Corps. And on top of that, we can say, yeah, we'll buy a bat. No, we don't want the batarang. What am I talking about? I'm in a bad place with these decks. We just aren't getting power, and it's really driving me crazy. We just have too much junk in here. All right, 1 and draw a card. And then we'll, oh, we knew it was an equipment. We'll say, is this a hero? Nope. Then we'll say, is this an equipment? No, we'll discard that, sure. So we're at 1 power. 2, 3, are you a hero? Yes. 4. I can gain a card from the lineup and put it on top of my deck. We'll take Apocalypse. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just not enough. It's just not enough still. Too much junk in these decks. It's driving me crazy. It really is. I can only destroy it so fast, you know? Yeah, Whirlwind to draw new hands. That's 1 and draw 4 new cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then count these. Where are they? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is enough to get rid of both. Both villains we have out there are defeated. Ending this crisis. That's what we needed. We needed that to happen. Okay. New card comes out. Red Tornado. Do you qualify yet with your 2? 1, 2, 3. And where's our... There's a 4th. So we have 2 power from Red Tornado. Let's try this. We can put a hero on top of our deck. Then we'll use New Genesis. Are you a hero? It is. And we'll say, Gotham, are you an equipment? It is. Perfect. Okay, that's a great start. We'll put Apocalypse down. We can do the same thing for villains in a minute. Let's go ahead and count. Let's go with 5, and then look at the top 2 cards, put them back in any order. Leave them in the order they're in. Get that destruction out here. In fact, that was supposed to be out here this turn. Look at this. Switch that around. Perfect. Okay, so 5 power. 6, 7. Let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is enough to beat Arkillo, even with all that stuff, right? It costs 3 more for each equipment, so that would be actually 17. That's not enough. So with our 16, we can at least clear the lineup of all this equipment. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Put it back. Put it back. We are at 16 power now. We can still play Red Lantern Power Ring, and we are only 1 power short. So it depends on what we get. So 16. We get these 2 cards here. Yeah, we'll destroy Katana, getting us to 17, 18, and ending Arkillo. Okay, we are on to the final villain, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. It doesn't feel like we're anywhere near it, judging by the decks we have here. But we're on it, because we just flew through the crises without any real tight deck building. It was just pure power over and over again, and just kind of always having what we needed by not being able to destroy anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just seeing what our new hands look like. And over here, because there's a good chance it's probably like 7 Deadly Sins or something. Oh, it's Corrupted Companion. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of them. That random player will be 1, 2, 3 for Booster Gold, 4, 5, 6 for Red Tornado. That'll be Red Tornado. Okay. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of him. Resolve its attacks against each player, including you. At the start of the next player's turn, he resolves its attack against each other player. Defeat the supervillain. So, he's here. He's going to attack everyone until... he's going to attack everyone whenever we get to Red Tornado's turn. But right now he's going to attack everyone. And that attack is, each player discards the 2 cards of the highest value in their hand. We will defend here. And then over here, we can't defend. We'll just let it happen because that's okay. This one's not going to do much for us. And yeah, we can let this go. Very well. Then it is Crisis Necron. Each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game in front of him and resolve its attack against himself. So a random defeated supervillain. I'm going to put Vandal Savage here because he's part of that. Everyone gets 1 in front of him here. So that'll be Black Adam. And this will be Red Black Lantern Superman. Really? Okay, so Black Adam. Each player destroys the cards in his hand until he has only 1 card of each type in his hand. That's fine. We're just going to let that happen, destroying this punch. Unfortunately, weaknesses don't qualify for that. They're not a card type. So that's fine. Then Black Lantern Superman. We can discard this force field to avoid that attack for Red Tornado. So that's good news there. Okay. Now we're back to Booster Gold. Put equipment from my discard pile into my hand and then draw a card. Draw another card. 1 power. 2, 3. Oh, we have to put a card out for the turn. We will use that 3 power for nothing. We don't want anything. We're good. Don't need any of that. And then a new card comes out. I need to put this out here because this is the Corrupted Companion card. All right, and then that's out there. So, Hellspawn's going to attack Booster Gold because we reached this player's turn. And that attack is going to be defended by Helmet of Fate. Discard any number of cards and then draw those extra cards. So we can draw 4 cards. That's better. That's a much better hand. Okay. We will start by saying, are you a villain? It is not. Are you a hero? Yes. And then, are you an equipment? No, we'll discard that. In fact, we'll play this, discarding the entire set. So that is definitely 2 power here, 4 power here, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then count the heroes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 power is enough. We're going to beat Hellspawn so that attack stops happening. That's what we're going to do. So then Corrupted Companion doesn't happen anymore. We'll just say it's beat, but really doesn't go away till the crisis is gone. Okay. A new card comes out. We are back to Booster Gold again. At least there's no more villain attacks. There's no defending or anything. It's all based now on beating these last villains and Crisis Necron. 1 and put those 2 punches into my hand if I have them. They don't seem to be here, so never mind. Don't do that. 1 and draw a card instead. 2, 3, play this card. 4. We'll get to 5, 6, 7, destroying this card. 8, 9. With that 9, we're going to buy Dead Man, getting us the ability to destroy 2 of these weaknesses. And we still have 5 left over. We'll use that 5 to get Soul Taker Sword. Okay, hopefully, that means we can move through that deck quick now. Just cutting it down, right? Let's start our turn by saying, are you a villain? It is not. Are you a hero? Yes. And then, are you an equipment? Yes. Okay. Then we'll go with Red Lantern Power Ring. We will have to destroy one of the Hawk Girls, unfortunately, but that will get us 2 power. 3 and draw a card. Three plus 4 is 7. I can put a card on top of my deck. That'll be... Oh, I should have done that first because then I would have been able to destroy it. So 7, and we'll put... Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll put Mogo on top, I guess. No, we'll put Whirlwind on top. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 power. It's not enough. We will buy Nth Metal and move on. All right, new card comes out for the turn. We'll get Metropolis out here, and we'll say, hey, are you a superpower? It is not, but we will leave it there. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11 power. At least there's that. With our 11, we will buy Oa. We have 6 left over. We'll buy Saint Walker. Why not? All right, Red Tornado. What do you got? Can we... 1, 2, 3... Only got 3 card types here. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll say, are you a villain? It is not, and we will discard it. We'll say, are you an equipment? It is, and then we'll say, are you... actually, before we do that... We'll play this to put Indigo Tribe on top of my deck, and then we'll say, are you a hero? Which it definitely is. Okay. 4, 5, 6, are you a hero? No, but we will discard you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is enough to beat Black Lantern Superman. So that's 1 supervillain down. Still have Black Adam to go. Okay. New card comes out, and we have Black Adam here. Soul Taker Sword, get rid of this weakness. Copy that sword to get rid of another weakness. That's good. And then 2, and I can put an equipment on top of any player's deck, huh? What do we got over here? We have another Soul Taker Sword. So that's probably what we're going to do. We also have a Red Lantern Power Ring. We're going to go with Red Lantern Power Ring on top of this deck. Okay, so we end up with 2 power. I don't really need anything, so we're just going to move on. New card comes out, and we will do this turn. We'll start by saying, are you an equipment? Because we know it is. And then we'll say, are you a villain? It is not. We'll use Red Lantern Power Ring looking at these 2 cards. We're actually going to destroy the teleportation to get 7 power for this. 7 power is great. Can I beat Black Adam? In front of him and resolves attacks against himself. Each player must defeat its own supervillain. So I cannot defeat that for him. So that's only 7 power that I can't use. We can copy that power to get the 14. 15, draw a card. I don't think we did the is it a hero. Okay. 18, 19, 24. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Their order right now is fine. Get rid of this. Bringing us down to 18. And we'll get Skeets. Bringing us down to 14. But there's nothing else out there I want to buy. I guess we can buy Mogo for almost no reason. Other than possibly to destroy it. We're getting there. I just need to beat this Black Adam over here. Come on. You can gain each card that's in the destroyed pile. I'm almost certain there's a Power of the Green in there. Pretty sure we had to do that. Looking for, yep, Channeling Emotional Spectrum. We gain that. Power of the Green and Batarang are the other two. So far, no. I thought it was Power of the Green, though, that we destroyed for the Superpower one. Guess not. Maybe we still have it? I'm going to give it one last look. Guess not. I thought we did. That's fine by me. I'm glad we didn't. Okay. So anyway, we're at 3 power there. 4, 5, draw a card. Put this out to draw another card. And we'll say, are you a superpower? It is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 power, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's enough to beat Black Adam, bringing us down to 9 power, which we'll use to buy this and move on. We're so close now. Okay, now we can actually take on Crisis Necron. Crisis Booster Gold has really survived, but not thrived. He's just kind of out there. Gotta get rid of Manhunter, though, before we can beat Crisis Necron. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's see. We will start by saying, are you a villain? It is not. We'll say, are you an equipment? Because we know it is. And we'll say, are you a hero? It is not. And we'll discard that. Nth metal, are you a hero? No, and we will discard that. So that's 2, 4, 9. Look at these 2 cards. Ooh, ugly. Okay, 9, 10, 11. And that's enough. We're not going to be able to get there, but we'll at least get rid of this Manhunter and move on to our next turn. Do we have enough to get Red Tornado's ability here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 card types, right? Yep. So we have 2 for Red Tornado already. Perfect. There's a new villain. Not great. 1 and get 4 new cards here. Hopefully we get some of those destruction cards, make this a more powerful deck, 1 move at a time. And within a few turns, we'll be good to go with Booster Gold. Fortunately, we don't really have that many turns left. It looks like it's all on Red Tornado to beat Crisis Necron. In the meantime, we can kind of clean up some of those weaknesses we've built up. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll say, are you a superpower? It is not, and we'll leave it there. We'll at least get rid of this. New card comes out. It is another villain, unfortunately. Let's say, what's in my discard pile before we go any further? That's good. Okay. Skeets we'll use to put World's Mightiest Mortal up here. We'll say, are you a hero? Which it is. And then we'll say, are you a villain? It is not. We'll leave that there. Are you an equipment, though? Yes. And then draw a card. We're at 2 power. I can draw another card. 7. Look at these 2 cards. Put them back in any order. Wow, that's just terrible. So that's 7 power. Plus 4 gets us to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is enough to get rid of this and brings us down to 13, which is not enough for that. It's just so close. Got to get that Crisis Necron beat. Come on. Come on. Did we beat a Jervis Tetch yet? We might have. I'm not sure if there's 2 copies of that or just one. I'm remembering my earlier game. There he is. So he's removed. That's 3 power. And then we'll go ahead and draw a card. Draw another card. And we'll say, are you a superpower? It is not. We will discard that. So we are at 3 power. 4, 5, and play this card. 6, 7. Each foe destroys a starter in his hand. If the player cannot, he destroys the top card of his deck. Oh my god. We'll destroy this punch. So, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 powers. Not going to cut it. It's just not. We are so close, but it feels like so far away. All right. We will start our turn by saying, is this a villain? It's not. And then we'll play this. 2, are you a hero? It's not. Are you an equipment? Yes. And then we'll try New Genesis. Are you a hero? It's not. All right, so 2. And we'll play this. We're going to destroy this for 7 power, getting us to 9. And I believe we already have enough to get to 11 because of this. Yep. So we're at 11. Copy that power, getting us to 19. 20 and draw a card. 21. With that 21, we get rid of this 4. And we get rid of this 15. Wow. That was close. And that was exactly what happened with my first couple games. The 2 hands had one really strong one and one not so strong one. And Booster Gold over here is this not so strong one today. I really like Heroes Unite plus Crisis 2. Crisis 2 is my favorite Crisis, and Heroes Unite is my favorite base set. And they just work so great together. It's not just the Blackest Night theme that I love, even though I say that every time someone asks. I really love the power of these cards. I think Red Lantern Power Ring is one of the more interesting destruction cards. I have to think about it a lot more than I have to think about most other cards. Indigo Tribe Power Ring, very powerful. I guess it's as powerful as each individual card in your hand can be, but honestly, who doesn't want it, right? Starbolt, very, very good card. But Deadman is really underrated, I think. Deadman is a great card. If you can get him, you can clear out those starters really quickly. That did not happen for me tonight. I tried it, and I tried it again, but I kept losing my destruction cards, and I kept losing my interact with the destroyed pile cards, which did not help my situation at all. But we got a pretty good attempt out of this. We did beat everything, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. We got not the largest main deck, but we'll make it work. So, this for the Solo Crisis League, in particular Season 6, Round 2, which uses 2 hands and the ability for the starting villain to stay out, leaving that stack ongoing ability continuing throughout the game. If you enjoy Crisis games, you might want to check it out. We all play the same setup each round, and we rank ourselves based on the size of the main deck, how many weaknesses are in our deck, what we paid to defeat villains, etc. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worth checking out, and there's a link below. If you enjoy the leagues, if you enjoy the videos, check out the Patreon. There might be something there for you. There's mid-round results for people in the leagues. There's upcoming sneak peeks at the next round. There's a special members-only round between seasons, which usually seems to be the biggest draw for people. There's a link below about it, and another thing I've got today is thank you for those. Wow, I'm all over the place. Sorry, I did 2 videos tonight because the first one I had a technical difficulty and I played a card very, very wrong, and I had to do 2 tonight, and I'm tired now. But, so yeah, there's thank yous for joining the Patreon, and tonight I'm going to thank Josaru. Josaru is a member of the Solo Champions League. The Solo Champions League is like the DC Solo Crisis League, except there we use Marvel Champions. Similar setup, same idea. ranking's a little bit different, and it's still a lot of fun. So thank you for playing, Josuru. I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. That's really all I've got for you tonight. I'm pretty beat. I do have to figure out how to clean this all up now and get ready for our second and third attempt on, I believe it's Thursday and Friday night. I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully they go a lot better than tonight. This deck was really messy, and I'm looking forward to not seeing starters as much in the next card. How many did we actually destroy? So they each start with 10, so there were 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we ended up keeping 8 starters to the end, and then weaknesses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we had 8 starters and 7 weaknesses floating around these 2 decks, and that really is what held me back. I'm hoping that's not the case next time. I need those destruction cards. I need those things to get things out of the destroyed pile so I can do stuff like that more often. Thank you for watching. That really is all I have for tonight, and I hope I see you next time. Okay.